Hi guys, today is Friday, so I thought I would do a Friday night date makeup tutorial for you guys. I just got out of the shower because it is sweltering hot outside, and as soon as I got home, I just needed to shower just to feel like a human being again. Since I just got out of the shower, what I'm going to start off with is some lip balm. My absolute favorite is the Nivea Essential in the blue tube, so I'm going to just put that on my lips. Okay, next comes face moisturizer. And since it is so hot outside, I thought I would use my Up and Up facial moisturizer with SPF 15. And I use about this much. So the look I'm going to do is going to be kind of like a sultry, smoky look with a nude lip. I look like a lifeguard. Now, I just realized that in the camera, or in my viewfinder, it looks like I'm being really rough with my skin. But it doesn't feel like I'm being rough with it. And I always get some delicately underneath my eye and on my eyelid too. So I usually use a finger other than my pointer finger just so there's less pressure, because you don't want to play with this area too much, otherwise you'll get wrinkles faster. I really like the Revlon Photo Ready BB Cream because it's really light and it has SPF 30. And yeah, I just don't feel like I'm wearing foundation when I wear this. So I'm going to put this on my whole face. And I'm just using my fingers. And I use the color 10 Light, and this is a good color for me right now, but it's too dark for me during the winter time actually, so I'm trying to use it while I can. Next up, I'm going to use eye primer, and I'm going to use the Essence I Heart Stage eyeshadow base. And this is kind of thicker, but it's also really opaque. It really corrects the whole eye area with this stuff, if you happen to have a skin tone similar to this. Otherwise I would not recommend it. And two, because I am a similar skin tone to this, I found that since I'm a bit darker, because it's summer too, that I can use this as concealer as well, because it is so opaque. I'll show you right now. It's like a light concealer basically. So that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, don't apply too much, like put on probably like this much, and then just blend it out. Next up, I'm going to powder my face, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Complexion Perfection, which I think they've renamed. Yeah, e.l.f. has actually renamed this. It comes in a pack that looks like this. I haven't seen it at like Canadian Target or anything. I don't think that they sell e.l.f. stuff, but online and at US Target it's now called the Tone Correcting Powder. And it's actually funny too, you can see that they just put a sticker over this part, and that it did actually used to say Complexion Perfection because it still says it on this little bit. But I don't know why they renamed it, but I like using it, so I bought a couple backups. So you can see I've hit pan on this, but it just looks like this, and it's a couple different colors. It's like blue, yellow, green, and pink. So you just kind of mix them all together to create a face powder. And I'm noticing that my battery is dying right now, so I think what I'm going to have to do is come back to this video after my battery has charged a little bit. So if the lighting changes, that is why. Okay, for the eye part, I thought I would just zoom in here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to use this NYX 10 color eyeshadow palette in Caviar and Bubbles. See that? I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to use a sponge tip like this. And I'm going to go into this shade right here. Okay, and next I'm going to do highlight color, so I'm going to use this white here. And again, just using a sponge tip. Actually, you know what? Sponge tip's probably too much. So I'm just going to use a blending crease brush like this to just get rid of all this excess here. That was a mistake. So then instead of using a sponge tip, I'm just going to use this brush and tap it in the white here. And just kind of blend these two kind of together. Sorry, it's hard to stay in focus. Now I'm going to take this kind of dark brown shade, and I'm just going to put it right in my crease area, so right here. And this might look a bit weird at first, but it'll all blend together. So I'm just going to go back to the original eyelid shade that we did and just put some more on, because I feel like I went a bit lower on this side than on this side. So I'm just going to kind of even that out a bit. Alright, that looks a bit more even. So now we're going to move on to just highlighting the inner corner. Again, same brush. I like using this brush for pretty much everything. Okay, so next I'm gonna do eyeliner. So what I do is I take a wet eyeliner brush, it looks like this, and usually I do this in the bathroom, so it's a bit neater, but I just kind of have water in a glass here, and I just kind of like rub it around on my hand, and then I'm gonna take a dark eyeshadow of mine. I'm going to use the Rimmel Precious Crown palette, which looks like this. And I'm going to use just this dark blackish gray shade up here. And these I find work really well as wet eyeshadows. Sorry, I'm just trying to stay in focus. Some work really well and others don't, but I find that the Rimmel ones are really good for using as wet eyeshadows as well. So I just kind of dab it in there and then dab it again on my hand. So it looks like that. And then I'm just gonna line my eye. So I'm gonna need a mirror for this. And I'm gonna also try and be visible to the camera too. And I definitely prefer using an eyeliner brush and like a shadow. That's my absolute favorite way of putting eyeliner on. And we're not gonna do anything fancy, we're just going all the way across. Okay, so the eyes are done now. I realized that I didn't do my waterline, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like without, just to show you that you don't have to line your waterline and it'll still look put together. But I think just for the sake of tutorialness, I'm gonna line my waterline. So I'm going to use my Essence Stays No Matter What waterproof eye pencil. This definitely isn't my favorite, but just because it's black really, and that's what I have, so I'm gonna use this to line my waterline. Okay, so I just lined my waterline. Next we're gonna do cheeks. I'm gonna use like kind of a pinkier blush because this is more smoky. Just apply this to my cheeks. Yeah, and it's important too when you're doing kind of a darker eye to redefine your cheeks basically, because otherwise they can kind of get lost in the eye, but you don't want to overdo it, otherwise you look like a clown. Also, using bronzer is good too if you're doing kind of a darker look, because you don't want to look like a super pale white girl. So, or guy. So I will often use bronzer. The one I have is the Bahama Mama bronzer from The Balm. And I just use this really sparingly because it's really dark. So I'm just gonna barely tap that and just contour with it. And that's why it's nice to have a powder brush like this for stuff like bronzer, because it just really helps blend it out. And you can also kind of do the, just a little tap, just this region up here and all the way down. And kind of just where the sun would hit your face, basically. And too, if you want to contour under your jawline, that also is a good idea. And I've heard people on YouTube say that's kind of like an E shape, where it's like here to here to here. And this is good too if you want to hide like double chins and stuff like that. Just go like that and that'll help. Okay, so last I'm just going to do lips. So like I said before, I'm going to do a nude lip. So I thought I'd just come in closer for the lips. I'm going to use this Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain. And this is in the color 050 Precious. And it's a great like nude color. I love it. And I love these balm stains. I just did a review of them on redmousebeauty.com, and I'm going to do a video reviewing these as well, because I know that not everyone reads the blog and watches the videos. People generally like to do either or. So I figured I would maybe, for some things, kind of do like not duplicate, but just have it in different forms basically. Sorry, that was my phone. And also too, I might as well just mention this now before I finish the lips. Sometimes in a darker eye look, your eyebrows can also get lost. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill in my brows just so you can kind of see the difference. I use the Essence Eyebrow Designer in 04 Blonde, and blonde actually works really well for me. The problem that a lot of people have is that they get like something to fill in their eyebrows with, but it ends up being too red compared to the rest of their hair. So this is a really cool tone color, and it's lighter, so that works good for my lighter eyebrows. So I'm just gonna fill them in. And I love this crayon because it doesn't go on too much. It's like just enough. All right, just so you can see the difference here between this eyebrow and this eyebrow. Like how much more it defines my brow to fill them in. Sorry if I like can't speak at all in this video. I'm just really having trouble with English today. It's just, not that I speak any other language, but yeah, it's just not going well for me today. See what a difference that can make? So if that's something you're finding with your own look, then definitely, and this was like $2.99 I think, so I mean, filling out your eyebrows is always a good idea, but especially for darker eye looks. And if you have especially mangly brows, they have a little brush here too that you can just go like that. But to finish off this lip look, I'm gonna top off the balm stain with Essence lipstick in 50 Creamy Nude. And I thought it was kind of funny that they both are 50. All right, there we go. So yeah, I just use the combination of these two when I want a look that will last me all night, all through date night, especially with the stain, because then you can like eat and drink and there'll always be a little bit of color there. So it's definitely like, I just don't have to worry about my lips when I wear a stain and like a color that matches with it, like a good lip pair. So yeah, these two are great together, and this is really affordable having both of these, because this is, I think, about $8, but sometimes you can get them on sale. And then the Essence is $2.49 I think, or $2.99. And yeah, if you're afraid of like a nude lip like making your teeth look yellow, I don't think it's a problem really. I wouldn't worry about it because my teeth aren't exactly perfect, but they look pretty good on camera. So yeah. And just for your date, just remember to bring these two as a combo, or if you want just the lipstick, just to touch up during the night, and also maybe a Q-tip just to get some of the crusties that will eventually form when you line your waterline. So I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the look, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.